Dear student, welcome to UNIVS Home School. Hope you are doing well at your home. This is Ayesha Siddiqua Sara, Assistant Teacher of Arts and Craft at National Ideal English School. Today I am going to take a class for class 6 and today's topic, before we have read down, that is your chapter 1, lesson 1 to 4. Today we learn and today we read 5 to 8. That means lesson 5, 6, 7, 8. Now look at the board. I will read. You also open your arts and craft book. Lesson 5 and 6. The chapter number 1, lesson 5 and 6. Chapter 1, I have already write down on the topic space. Chapter 1, 5 and 6. Look, the content is art of primitive people. The first drawing done by man. Hope you all of know that there is not a significant moment that man know which time or which year is arts invented. Okay, that means there is no significant year. But the primitive people draw at their cave. Now read. The primitive people painted or drew picture. Today we have come to know about their lifestyle, seeing the picture drawn by them. They had no houses. They didn't know how to build them. They used to live in caves. They knew nothing about cultivation and growing crops. They used to hunt animal and lived on meat. They used to live in those caves in groups and drew picture on the uneven walls of those caves where they lived in. Many such caves were discovered in Spain and France. Look, the information you already know that many such caves were discovered in Spain and France. They didn't draw picture to decorate their house, because at that time we draw picture for decorating, but they are not, because they did not learn to build house, let alone hang picture. Do you know why they used to draw pictures? Okay, let us know. Painting pictures was a belief in magic to primitive people. Hunting animals was their only work. For that reason, they used to paint the pictures of the animal they hunted. Again, they had drawn the pictures of arrows and spear on animals' body. The meant that the animals were hunted with the weapon of animal hunting. They used to draw such pictures before they went out for hunting. It was their belief that they surely would become successful that day. It's very interesting things that from beliefness they first draw. Most of animals of that period were bison, mammoth, etc. At that time, that means we can't see this type of animals, bison or mammoth, but they have drawn for their beliefness. You certainly wish to know with what things the primitive people used to draw and paint pictures. Was it brush? Where could they get color? Yes, they didn't know how to make so beautiful brushes like us. They sharpened the hard bones of animals and drew lines scratching with them. They used to make brushes frying animals' fur and made color with animal fat, mixing with colorful soil. It is a matter of surprise that even after thousands of years, the colors and lines of those pictures have remained fine and untrained still today. The primitive people used different stone-made weapons for hunting animals. At one stage, they made fine picture by scratching on the weapons. Even they would make necklace with bone and backbone of fishes and pieces of bone, etc. Craft started from there. Thus, the primitive people started arts and crafts. The picture was drawn by primitive people. Look at this, there a picture that is bison. Okay, look, this piece here is a bison and a baby bison also. Activity. The primitive people started arts and craft. Explain the statement. Okay, new words learned: bison and mammoth. At this time, maximum student, maybe you already seen that a lot of cartoon channel or lot of cartoon movie, they make cartoon like mammoth, bison, using this type of animals for the primitive for know that that is the primitive time. Okay, lesson 7 and 8. Several thousand of years have passed since the appearance of the primitive people. There have been many ups and downs in the world. Many races and civilizations have appeared and disappeared. Though we do not know about all civilizations, we know about many of them, and our source of knowing about them is their paintings, sculpture, architecture, craft. Perhaps their books have become extinct. There is no way to know about their language, but scholars can find out the history of the manners of the people, society, culture and civilization of that age from the paintings, sculptures and architectures discovered in relics. In this perspective, we can cite the example of civilization of the Assyrians, Babylonians, Mayas, Egyptians and Indus, etc. Look, I have repeated the line. There is a lot of civilization name: the Assyrians, Babylonians, Maya, Egyptian and Indus, etc. Because art of painting is an international language or language of the world, it is not difficult for the people of their countries even after some ages to understand the painting and art of a country or of an age. Suppose a Negro boy from Zimbabwe of Africa sent you a picture drawn by him. You would be glad to happy to get the painting because you did not find any difficulty on understand the picture. But the boy wrote a letter in his own language to praising you very much. You could not understand a single word of the letter because you don't know their language, but you did not face any difficulty to understand the picture drawn by the same boy. Activity you do: make teams consisting of 5 or 6 persons in each and write 10 lines about the cause of primitive people's painting. Discuss among yourself. You will try to do this. Sample question: here is 2 multiplication question. First, where did the primitive people draw picture? On paper, on building wall, on cave wall, on tree bank. It's very easy. We have already learned from these chapters art primitive people. The one cave, on cave wall. What was the subject drawing of the primitive people? Subject. The subject was the animals. Okay. From their magic beliefness, they have drawn the picture, and here we know that the art is very easy language to all of you, because which things you make understand to others peoples very easily by art, you can understand the other countries people by your language, because art language is always easy and everyone knows that because they can watch that. So my dear student, this class have finished for your chapter 1. You will read at your home. No more today. Stay safe. Thank you.